Yo, what's going on, buddy? This is Dylan Talk Sports. My name is Dylan. In today's video, what I want to do is I kind of want to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and why, I'm not going to lie, as you can see by the title, this might be a three-peat incoming for the Kansas City Chiefs in the year 2024. Now, the reason I say that, I just witnessed them beat the Baltimore Ravens, and let me tell you, it was a close game. It came down to a toe, but I will say that Kansas City Chiefs, they look good. Defense is on point. Offense is clicking. Xavier Worthy could possibly be another Tyreek Hill. Patrick Mahomes has not gone anywhere, and Taylor Swift's curse of making the Chiefs always win is still there pretty much. But I think the big reason of why they could possibly repeat, and the whole moral of the story, is that when you look at the AFC, you look at the different quarterbacks around the league that everybody always says, oh, this quarterback is in his way. Oh, this quarterback is in his way. This team is good. This team is good. I'm not going to lie. I just witnessed week one, watched all the games for week one, and there's a part of me that says, can any of these teams actually beat the Chiefs? So I kind of want to go through and just kind of give my reasoning and explain why I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are probably going to repeat. Now, there is an article that kind of goes into talk about reasonings why maybe they could not repeat. I'll put a link to it down in the description below. We're going to be kind of talking about it, going over it in today's video. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and stop rambling. I'm going to get straight into this. So if you're going to enjoy it, as always, make sure you're going to drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, now getting into today's video, as we know with the three-peat, one thing I do want to point out, the reason why this is going to be so epic if they did repeat is because no team has ever three-peated in NFL history. As you can see right here off of, I just went on Google and typed it up so you guys can see it, and it's also from ESPN, has all the teams that have won back-to-back Super Bowls. The last team that actually won back-to-back was the New England Patriots in the year 2003, 2004, obviously, but this year we now have 2023 Chiefs and 2024 Chiefs. Teams that did it before, the 97-98 Broncos, the 92-93 Cowboys, 88-89 49ers, and the Steelers did it in 78-79, 74-75, and the Dolphins did it in 72 and 73. When you look at this, you kind of wonder, how could none of those teams, as great as they were, not been able to go back to back to back? Or in the words we're using, a three-peat. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's fucking hard. Right here, I have pulled up from Sports Illustrated. It says here the 15 most recent instances in North American major sports team histories, teams that went and did a three-peat. Only 15 times, and this isn't just NFL, this is across all sports in North America. Teams that went and done three-peat. Lakers did it in 2002, obviously I think it was 2000, 2001, 2002. In 2000, the Yankees capped a 3-year run of winning back-to-back-to-back. In the WNBA, Houston Comets, whenever they were still a team, I believe, 1999, they capped a three-peat of going back-to-back-to-back. You get the Bulls, which I believe they did it twice. Yeah, they did it. I think he went back-to-back-to-back. He took a break, and then he came back and went back-to-back-to-back again. In 82, New York Islanders, they did it, did a back-to-back-to-back. Montreal Canadiens, they were just like pure dynasty back in the 70s, 60s, hell 50s. They were just a dominant team. Oakland A's surprisingly did it back in the day. And the list goes on and on, but it just shows how long ago it's been. Teams don't three-peat. Back here in these days, there wasn't a lot of great teams. There was probably like one really good team, which was these teams, and then there was everybody else. When you look at the Kansas City Chiefs in this day and age, there's a lot of great teams, and we're going to kind of take a second and look at their schedule just so I can kind of show you that they have teams on here that could possibly beat them, but at the same time, after watching week one, there's a real chance this team could go and just bludgeon everybody. You look at week two, they play Cincinnati, but Joe Burrow stunk in week one against the Patriots. They might honestly lose that game. But right there, the Chiefs could go 2-0. Atlanta looked like they stunk in week one. Chiefs 3-0. Chargers always play them close, but right there, 4-0. Saints, I'm pretty sure the Saints will put up a fight the way they played against the Panthers, but the Chiefs are too much of them. Chiefs 5-0. Their toughest challenge against San Francisco. So far, they played San Francisco how many times in the recent years? Twice in the Super Bowl. They don't lose to them. 6-0. They'll probably be able to handle Vegas. 7-0. Tampa Bay, who knows? But I'm pretty sure they can beat Baker Mayfield. 8-0. Denver 9-0. Buffalo, maybe they lose that one, but even then, they could possibly win it. Carolina, Vegas, Chargers, Cleveland is ass this year. I'm a Browns fan. We were ass week one. The only games on the schedule I legit can look at and be like, they have a shot to lose it. Buffalo, because it's at Buffalo, and then maybe they lose the game to Houston. But other than that, they might lose 2 games all year. Now, we've heard like the philosophy of when you are the champion, you have a bullseye on your back. When you are a back-to-back champion, you got a big-ass bullseye on your back. Like, everybody is going, when they play you, they're going to unload everything, every trick play. They're going to practice their asses off. They are going to go harder for this game than they've ever gone for any game in their life. They might be an 0-9 team when they play you. When we get to Denver or Carolina, they might play you the hardest they've ever played any team in their life. When it comes to the AFC, the reason why I say the Chiefs might honestly have just like the easiest path to a Super Bowl they've ever had in the recent years that they've tried to get to Super Bowls, is because the AFC just feels weak this year. Let's take the AFC, for example. When you look at the quarterbacks in this conference and just look at the teams in this conference, teams that I legit can look at and say their teams are stacked up to a possibility of where, yeah, I think this team could go beat the Chiefs. Browns, hell no. Titans, no. Jets, I don't think so after the way they looked against the 49ers. Broncos, no. Raiders, no. Bengals, like I said, not the way Joe Burrow's playing right now. Trevor Lawrence, fuck no. Ravens, they are a team that I think can. They played that game against the Chiefs near perfect, but you saw they made just like a few mistakes in the first quarter, first half with the misalignment with the offensive lineman, and it cost them the game in the long run, and also a big toe. So it just goes to show you, the Ravens played a near perfect game and they still lost. It just shows the Chiefs, you have to play a 100% perfect game if you want to take them down. Colts, no. Patriots, no. Steelers, hell no. Dolphins, I don't even think so. Chargers, no. The only teams here, literally, I could probably say, Bills and maybe Texans. Everybody else, fuck no. Now, when it comes to the roster of the Kansas City Chiefs, we all can pretty much agree that this team, they don't have like the premier godlike roster of like, oh my, like the 49ers. They have like a god-like roster. The Deebo Samuel, to Brandon Ayuk, to Christian McCaffrey, to George Kittle. These are some dudes. Chiefs, when you look at their guys like Isaiah Pacheco, you got Kelsey, but you got like Isaiah Pacheco, you got Mecole Hardman's back there, Sky Moore, Rasheed Rice, Schuster's back. Like, they have some guys, Xavier Worthy, they got some good dudes, they got some great players, but they don't have like all pro players. It just happens that with Patrick Mahomes, he makes them play like all pro players. The last few things before I wrap it up, I kind of want to say this. When it comes to Kansas City Chiefs, like I said, AFC, it's very weak this year. 2024 season, I feel like it's going to be weaker than we pretty much originally expected. Some people might disagree with me. That's just how I feel. I feel like the AFC is going to be a weak conference this year. The NFC might honestly be a lot stronger than the AFC is, which is weird because like for the past decade, I would say the AFC has always been like that dominant conference, and we've always looked at the AFC here in the past, like I would say maybe just 2 or 3 years, that we have the dominant quarterbacks in the AFC, and over in the NFC, we just don't really have like the greatest, or we have good talent. We just don't have like the premier top guys. Like we look at the AFC, Herbert, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. We thought Deshaun Watson. We got some dudes in the AFC. NFC, you got Jordan Love, you got Jared Goff, you got some guys, Matthew Stafford, but not really anything crazy guys over there. Now, when it comes to the Kansas City Chiefs and a chance of them not repeating, not going three-peat, what could possibly hold them back? I would say this. Joke purposes, Taylor Swift dumps Travis Kelce, boom, all the luck goes out the window. But if we're talking actual football, I would say this. The only thing that kind of holds them back are injuries. Injuries is like the only thing that could hold them back. Mahomes getting injured, Kelce getting injured, Andy Reid getting sick, Chris Jones injury, anything like that is going to hold them back. But if they stay healthy and they're 100% ready to roll, I think this team's going to three-peat. Because like I said, I legit cannot look at the AFC and think there's going to be a team out there that, yes, this team can take them down. This team is going to be dominant. The Bills looked rough in their first week. I forget who they played, but they looked rough. They did not. Josh Allen looked like he missed Stephon Diggs more than anything in the world. And like I said, Deshaun Watson looks like shit. Joe Burrow looked like crap against Patriots. And I don't know if there's anybody else really that can go toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes, except maybe CJ Stroud. That's like the only other guy. If CJ Stroud at the end of the season can't take him down, I don't know who else will. Like I said, the Chiefs, when they lose, it's because they beat themselves or because there's another dude on the other side that's not afraid of Mahomes and willing to go toe-to-toe with him. If we can't get either one of those circumstances to happen, they're three-peating. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy today's video. If you did enjoy, as always, make sure you go and drop a like on today's video. Be very much appreciated if you do so. If you wanted to watch the entirety of today's video, thank you very much. And like I said, if you have a different opinion, do you agree or disagree with anything I said? Do you think the Chiefs will three-peat, will not three-peat? Whatever your opinion may be, leave a complete opinion down in the comment section down below. I'd be more than welcome to kind of talk about with you guys. If you're a fan of the content that I do post here and you want to go and hit that big red subscribe button, feel free to do so. And do not forget to hit that little notification bell to be notified. Second to post. But without further ado, this has been Dylan Talk Sports. Have a great day. Peace.